What's up, everybody? It's time for another Sinnoh video sponsored by Pokelabo. Today, we are going to be going through the Princess Kaguya storyline. I know a lot of you are like, what is the Princess Kaguya? I don't know. Because I didn't know what Princess Kaguya was, and that's why I had to research her. So I'm going to share my knowledge of Princess Kaguya. It's a traditional Japanese folklore. So that's why I didn't know what it was, but I'm going to share. We're going to talk a little bit about Princess Kaguya, and we're going to go through her storyline. Then I'm going to show you some guild stuff. But first, can we just enjoy that this game has one of the best soundtracks of like any mobile game? Seriously, it's got one of the best soundtracks. Listen. Moving on, like I mentioned before, today we're going to go through the Princess Kaguya storyline a little bit, learn a little bit more about Princess Kaguya. Actually, well, if we go to the story, main story, this account only has the Alice storyline. I have other storylines done on the other account. I have different storylines. We're going to go over to Princess Kaguya storyline. One of the things maybe I think some of you guys don't know when you start the game is, in case you are not familiar with some of these different fairy tale waifus, you can actually click on their portraits and you can learn a little bit about them. Like, for example, Sleeping Beauty, a blessing and a curse. Her life was ruled by conflicting wishes. What tale awaits the girl who wakes from 100 years? Was it really 100 years? I don't remember it being 100-year slumber in the original story. Maybe it was. I don't know. But you can actually click on those things just in case you don't know, for example, some of the storylines, like Pinocchio or Gretel or something like that, the original storylines. I know some people get confused because Disney has their own different variations of storylines for some of these characters that are not the traditional, because these are all based on traditional fairy tales from different countries, right? So it's actually different. Like, the original stories is actually different than what the Disney imagining. So I know sometimes people get confused. They're like, oh, is this Disney stuff? Like, no, it's not Disney stuff. It's based on all these different characters are from old stories. Old stories. That's where they originally originated. So we can actually click on Princess Kaguya. We could find out a little bit about her. She is from, I think that this story is the tale of the bamboo cutter. The original story where a bamboo cutter cuts open a stalk of bamboo, like he cuts down a stalk of bamboo, and he finds this little thumb-sized Princess Kaguya in there, and he's like, oh, my wife and I don't have a daughter. We're gonna raise Princess. I mean, in this story, in the Sinnoh story, she's just kills everything, right? That's the story. Well, we'll get into the rest of the story. It's a little more than just killing everything, but in the original story, like, he cuts down a stalk of bamboo. He finds Princess Kaguya in there. She's like a little tiny little princess that's in there. He and his wife adopt her as their own, and then after that, every time he cuts through bamboo, he finds gold. And then he becomes very rich, and then he moves to the city, and he raises her like she's a princess because she's his little princess. And then there's a bunch of suitors that are trying to win her hand in marriage, and then she doesn't want to marry them, so she sends them. Like, I did so much research on this Princess Kaguya, I really did. So she sends them out to these different impossible tasks to fetch like impossible items, and then they all fail, right? And then she's alone, and then she finds out that she's actually from in different variations of the story. She finds out in different ways, but basically she's from the moon. And anyway, it's a story, like, it's not something that I learned when we were growing up. Anyway, we're gonna just play through Princess Kaguya storylines that are talking about, but that's just the original story, right? So let's see what the story in here actually is. Book of Masochism storyline. So this is Book of Masochism chapter 1-1. First time rewards, Princess Kaguya. Let's click on her. Let's see what she does. She is a paladin. She has a specialty weapon of a polearm, and then she also has other weapons that she can use. She can use like ranged weapons. She can use swords, stuff like that. She gets extra bonuses to polearm, magic attack, magic defense, more polearm, more magic attack, more HP, magic attack, more polearm, and on Princess Kaguya stages, and then more HP after that. So we get her when we actually complete this little this quest. We can use our Alice that we have there. So let's see this storyline. It's all dark though. These are. Yeah, I mean, it's all based on the normal storyline, but but it's like the dark version, like the dark reimagining. Yeah, if you guys didn't see the first Sinnoh Alice video we did, and you guys are curious what what it is a very dark game. It is a dark reimagining of all these fairy tales. Talking over all of the Japanese voice actors, such a savage. So actually, we want to do. Oh, our allies are destroying everything. We want to try to do our SP as much as possible. There is actually an advantage to doing auto in this game, because you actually raise your class more by actually using these weapon skills over here. Even though right now we're just doing like the first stage in Princess Kaguya storyline, we're just gonna one-shot everything, right? It's not really anything to, because we're already a little bit upgraded, right? A little bit upgraded. Actually, I should have purified more. You get unlimited purification. You guys don't know what that is. I'll show you the purification real quick. Yeah, Princess Kaguya Paladin unlocked. She's cool looking, actually. Clear using at least one weapon. Yeah, the AI, if you just auto, it doesn't use weapon skills a lot of the time. So you actually get much more of a bonus. You level up faster if you actually manual it. So let's see what we can do for. Let's create a new set. Let's go for her, and let's do recommended, and we'll do strongest. Equip recommended gear, and there we go. Let's go back to the story and let's continue seeing her dark story of princess. She's like a little moon princess, and then it's like, and now she kills everyone. It's like, oh, she's a deadly moon princess. Yeah. Sinnoh Alice is like, yeah, she's a deadly moon princess. Oh no, we didn't use her. Rip. Let's try that again. So what we're supposed to do is actually switch over here to using her, because we set her up already, and then we just didn't use. We have a last slot? No, we have. Oh, we can create one from here. I was always creating them through the other page, so I guess we can do that one. All right, and then we see a little bit more of the story, which is all based on her original story. To avoid returning to the moon, because like I said, she was from the moon. Earthly wedding would have sufficed. What could have been holding her back? Because she wants to kill everything. By the way, if you guys, again, I don't know if I mentioned this. No, I know I didn't. Did I mention this? No, I didn't mention this in this one. I mentioned it in the last Sinnoh Alice video. Is that the whole premise of this? Let's use some of our weapons. Yeah, let's use them fast. Otherwise, our allies will kill everything before we get a chance to use them. But yeah, using the weapons. You have a weapon that you equip, and then you have these weapons down here are all consumables also. And then we also have summon spells, which are like buffers and debuffers. Buffers for your team and debuffers for the enemies and stuff like that for the summons. So there's summon nightmares. We can take a look at the summon nightmares too, why not? Back on track, just as a recap for those of you that didn't see the first video that we did on. Oh, I thought we actually didn't clear all of them. Let's go next. Same lineup. But the point of this is like she's trying to like kill all of the other characters to reanimate her author. So yeah, but this is just the dark, like whatever the original versions of these stories are. These are just the dark versions where it's just like dark and twisted, but dark and twisted on purpose though. Definitely dark and twisted on purpose. So if you're curious, like I think that there's people that are just gonna be curious, like between just the story and the music alone, that would really get a kick out of this. Because I think that's basically what you're playing. Is you're playing through a dark, twisted storybook. For the most part, that has some nice music. Let's use one of our consumable weapon skills. Oh, I should use the summon, but the summon, like, we're clearing these stages so fast that the summon, like, because the summon's on a timer, right? So you have to, it takes like 15 seconds, 30 seconds, whatever, like between the point where you actually click on the summon. Well, we may as well click on him and show what he does. It takes some time. Thank you. Yay, Twilight. We've got like so many Twilight crystals. It takes some time to actually get the summon in there. I like where the camera angle is. Why am I unable to settle for any of them? There must be a reason. That camera angle, though. Anyway, yeah, let's see the summon. Let's choose one of these summon nightmares. Yep. And then by the time, oh, this one's only 10 seconds, so we might actually see him come in at the very last wave. Nope, we see him now actually. Nice. There we go. There we go. Kind of overkill. We don't even need to summon these nightmares right now, but the nightmares are like in the guild battle situations. Oh my god, the guild battle is like an active battle for like 20 minutes long. It's like an active battle where there's a team of you and there's a team of them, and you're all actually fighting at the same time in the same battle. You're controlling, like, for example, we are using one character right now. We're just using Princess Kaguya, and the other 4 characters are all controlled by AI. They're just other players' characters that join us, hang out and help us do our little waves, and we're all way too OP for these stages. But for the guild battles, I mean, if a player like loses connection for whatever reason, it'll get controlled by the AI. But how could they possibly be weaker than I? But yeah, it's like a 20-minute 5v5 battle. It's pretty intense. Like, people on, like, when they do the guild battles, they do like Discord and stuff like that. They're like getting together, like, okay, let's all get together on a call and hang out and do our 20-minute guild battle. Like, it's all like orchestrated. It's more like MMO style, like doing that, like making sure everyone's on and playing at the same time. So I don't know if we have guild battles going on right now, like a guild war going on right now, but we'll show some guild stuff. This story, is this still fairy tale? I don't know, man. The last part in the chapter 1 story. And this is just the first chapter though. Why is this so What is this? Lacerate me with sharp nails. Please wound me, I beg. This is... I don't know if this is dark or if this is kinky. That's why it's rated M. That's definitely why it's rated M. I'm 100% that this is why it's rated... This, among other things, is why it's rated M. Yup, this is not a game for children. This is not a game for children. Find out how... Wait. I got it. Perfect tie-in. Find out how kinky and dark this game gets. Use the link in the description to check out the game for yourself and find out where this rabbit hole goes. Yeah, it's not for kids. It's not. This is not for children. Now we need a break from all of that masochism and bondage. So we're back here at the main menu. Let me collect this this stuff from the event. Yeah, let me collect this stuff from the dailies and everything. There we go. We'll get those bad boys, and then they go to the inbox, and you have to claim them from the inbox. So we get some of those. This is something we should have actually done more of on this account, is purification. If you guys see in the top right hand corner. Yeah, because you can just purify over and over and over and over and over again, which is basically it says at the bottom, endless purification until rank 40. All you do is kill these little dudes, these little minions. Actually, it's better to not even tap on them. It's better just swipe very slowly. Maybe not very slowly. Not very slowly, because you're timed. But yeah, that's one of the things here. Is that you just have to go through and kill not giant waves. You have to go through and kill waves of things. That's what you're doing. You just go through and kill things, get experience, and they actually upgraded it recently, so you can just keep doing this until 40 without actually costing anything. So there you go. Rank up, yeah, but we can do that until level 40 though. So. Because right now we have, like, we're overfilled on AP. So it normally would cost AP, but right now we're overfilled on AP. Anyway, let's go, let's do some guild stuff. Yeah, so right now we're in the office. Or T office. But we don't want to stay in this guild because Michael Scott already left the guild. So we don't need to stay in the office. Bagel! Bagel, that is a dad joke. That's it. Don't even make that joke. It's such a lame joke, Bagel. Some of you guys don't get the joke. So you guys get the joke and are very disappointed that I made that joke. It's a very lame joke. Listen, you don't need to understand the joke. It's a very lame joke. But anyway, Michael Scott. It's from the TV show The Office. I shouldn't have to explain that. Anyway, the point is, what are we doing? Oh, we're gonna actually change to a new. We're gonna leave this guild and we're going to start a new guild. But we don't have any guild war going on right now. This is battle in 11:36:20, so we don't have a guild war going on right now at the time that I'm making this. But a lot of people tend to I'm not as strong enough to really do much in a guild war anyway. But a lot of people find the guild war is their favorite part of the thing because you're like it's your guild versus the enemy guild, and you know how there was 5 units on our team, and then there's a couple of enemies. Well, in guild wars, it's 5 units on your team and then 5 units on their team. And you're all buffing and debuffing at the same time. You're using your consumable weapons on them. They're using their consumable weapons on you. You're using your summons and stuff. So it's very intense. It's like a 20-minute battle, like 20-minute real-time battle of like all your actual guild members fighting at the same time against their guild members all fighting at the same time also. So there's like all the people fighting on the same stage at the same time together, which is not quite like, for example, Summoners War, Guild Wars, where it's like, you have your team of 3 and then another enemy has their team of 3 that's a pre-placed defense. It's kind of a different situation in here where everything is like real time. So like I said, we're going to change guilds, but first I want to show you guys this create a guild profile thing, because where is this in other games? This is kind of interesting. Sinnoh's profile maker for guild. You can create a unique guild recruitment image and then download and share it on social media of the guild that you're in and what guild you're recruiting for, and you can just share it to social media so they can see like what kind of things you're interested in if you want to share it to like one of the Sinnoh groups or something like that. Upon accessing the Sinnoh profile maker guild through the app, your information will be input automatically, allowing you to create and download your image with ease. You can even use the profile maker to share your image to social media, use to find new guild members and recruit into your guild. Like, where is this in other games? This is kind of cool. Anyway, we can go to here we don't want to stay in the office. We want to find a cool guild. Cool guild. Fanged Legion. Okay. Snow Fox. Pico. Waifu collectors. Oh, I don't know. Hunt some waifus with us. I feel like waifu collectors. Maple, Polar, Blue Hall, Rosa. Oh, I don't even know that. We got to go to waifu collectors. We gotta humbly request that we join waifu collectors. So they're ranked 1982. Good year. Request to join. They have 14 out of 15 members. So let's go. Yep. And then the Master Foxen. Good old Foxen. So we can see. Casual attack, recover, support, debuff, extreme casuals. Here for the waifus. Perfect guild for me to join. Now we go do. Well, I mean, we don't do. Actually, another thing to note. When I was gonna say we do guild battles, we don't have guild battles going on right now. Another thing to note, like the guild battle is scheduled. Like it's not all at the same time. It's scheduled based on like when your guild is most active, right? So your guild can just decide when they want to do guild battles. Like for example, the last guild battle. With the last guild we were in, the guild battle was going to start in like 12 hours. This one is going to start in 7.5 hours. So take that into consideration when the guild battles start, because your guild can start the guild battles whenever they want. Also, there's a strategy here. Yep, and it gives you some information on what the guild's looking for, how they want to proceed with the guild battles and stuff like that. But the guild battles are they're pretty serious in this game. Like they actually do have some strategies involved. I mean, well, I guess guild battles in any game has strategies involved. But anyway, that's it for this one. Just wanted to show you guys some more Sinnoh. Thank you to PokeLabo for sponsoring the video, sponsoring the channel. Very cool, much appreciated. Guys, check out Sinnoh using the link below in the description, and check out the storyline, because I think the storyline is the biggest selling point on the game. The storyline and the music. And even if you want to just like put on Sinnoh as a nightlight, have the storyline, not the story. No, if you put on Sinnoh, if you read the story before you go to bed, you're gonna have nightmares. I was gonna say listen to the music because I like to listen to music, like relaxing music when I go to bed, and it will relax me. Except that maybe I would get nightmares from the music reminds me of the story and masochism and bondage. Then maybe I would just have nightmares or about dreams about bondage throughout the night. Where is this video going? Maybe we should end the video now before we start talking more about bondage. PokeLab was like, no, talk more about bondage. Yeah, we want to talk more about bondage. Anyway, that's it for this one. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Check out Sinnoh Alice using the link in the description, because then that way they know. They're like, oh, Bagel is doing his job letting everyone know about the game and about all the lovely bondage and waifu bondage. Anyway, that's it for this one. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you as always in the next one.